Max Verstappen has boldly voiced his opinion about the development trajectory of Formula One cars is straying from its intended course. From the challenges of overtaking on street circuits to the impact on low-speed performance and safety, the weight of modern F1 cars has become a pressing topic of discussion. But what can be done to potentially reverse this trend? Let's find out. Make sure to hit that like and subscribe button to stay up to date on everything Formula One. Over the past decade, Formula One cars have undergone a noticeable increase in weight, and Max Verstappen has been vocal about his dissatisfaction with this trend. He attributed the lack of excitement in the race to the weight of the cars, explaining that the additional mass made it more challenging to follow closely. Even the slightest misstep in low-speed corners resulted in amplified slides, increased tire wear, and heightened overheating. On street circuits, Max Verstappen has observed that the current generation of 2023 cars still pose challenges when it comes to chasing and overtaking. He particularly found it more difficult in Baku compared to Miami, and he anticipates further difficulties in Singapore. Verstappen expressed his desire to go back in time and experience the agility of older cars, noting that even in the early 2010s or before, they were lighter and more nimble. Apart from the stiff tuning, Verstappen believes that the size of today's Formula One cars is also problematic. He specifically pointed out the larger wheels, which not only affect the aesthetics but also contribute to increased weight. When comparing the dimensions of current Formula One cars to their predecessors, such as the Ferrari 640 from 1989, the differences become apparent. The current cars measure a maximum of 5.63 meters in length and weighing 800 kilograms without the driver. In contrast, the Ferrari 640 was notably shorter at 4.4 meters and weighed just 510 kilograms. The significant increase in size in modern F1 cars can be attributed to changing regulations regarding the overhang of aerodynamic components. Larger aerodynamic devices provide more grip, and as a result, teams have designed cars with larger components to maximize their aerodynamic performance. Interestingly, Verstappen's views find support from former Red Bull driver Klein. Klein, who competed in Formula One between 2004 and 2006, and later in 2010, shares Verstappen's sentiments. He believes that the current cars have become overly large and heavy, giving them a sluggish appearance despite their incredible speed. Klein suggests that the racing experience in this aspect could be enhanced, but he acknowledges the positive strides made in attracting a larger fan base over the past decade. Mercedes technical director Allison has urged Formula One and the FIA to make the issue of increasing car weight the responsibility of the teams. F1 CEO Stefano Domenicali and FIA President Mohammed Ben Sulayem have also expressed their concerns about the growing weight of the cars. Advancements in technology, such as the power unit, the introduction of the halo, and the latest aerodynamics, which have led to larger and heavier tires, have contributed to the weight increase over time. However, achieving lighter cars presents challenges. Allison suggests a relatively simple solution: lowering the weight limit and making it the team's responsibility. This approach would force teams to make difficult decisions about the components they incorporate into their cars. According to him, if the cars exceed this limit, it would push every team into a corner, forcing them to make some rather tough calls about what elements should remain in their cars and which ones to eliminate. He stressed this point, underlining that these difficult decisions are necessary in the grand scheme of things. Aston Martin counterpart Dan Fallows agrees with Allison, but emphasizes the need to ensure safety is not compromised. There is a recognition that reducing weight may be challenging due to the set power unit regulations for 2026, which are expected to make cars even heavier. This leaves the chassis rules, which have yet to be defined, as a potential area for addressing the weight issue. Red Bull technical director Pierre Wacha is skeptical about finding a significant weight reduction solution, particularly considering the safety standards that need to be maintained. Additionally, the already defined power unit regulations for 2026 are anticipated to increase the weight further, making significant weight reduction difficult. Mohammed Ben Sulayem, the chief of the FIA, believes that Formula One needs to address the issue of car weight and find ways to make them lighter, especially in light of the upcoming 2026 engine regulations. Currently, F1 cars have a minimum weight of 798 kilograms, which is approximately 200 kilograms heavier than in 2008, when the introduction of batteries and the kinetic energy recovery system occurred. Ben Sulayem has expressed his desire for lighter cars in the future, highlighting the environmental benefits of reducing fuel consumption and carbon output in line with F1's sustainability goals. Ben Sulayem's push for lighter cars is driven by his background in rallying, where lighter vehicles are considered safer and more fuel efficient. However, achieving this goal poses challenges as F1 cars have become significantly heavier compared to a decade ago. The increased weight compromises low-speed performance and raises concerns about safety. George Russell, director of the Grand Prix Drivers Association, shares Ben Sulayem's perspective. Russell believes that the extraordinary weight of the current cars compromises their performance and safety. With the addition of safety devices and the hybrid system, F1 cars have become significantly heavier. Russell highlights the impact of weight on low-speed performance and safety, likening crashes in heavier cars to colliding with a bus rather than a smaller vehicle. He underscores the heightened risk and impact when cars of over 900 kilograms collide at the same speed, compared to lighter cars of the past weighing around 650 kilograms. The importance of safety cannot be understated, and recent seasons have witnessed extraordinary crashes that could have had fatal consequences in the past. Russell's concerns reflect the ongoing debate surrounding the balance between safety advancements and the impact on the performance and maneuverability of Formula One cars. However, there is also a need to ensure that safety standards are not compromised. The upcoming 2026 engine regulations, which are expected to further increase car weight, pose an additional obstacle. The increase in weight of Formula One cars over the years has prompted calls for action. Drivers, officials, and team personnel recognize the need to address this issue to enhance performance, safety, and sustainability in the sport. While there are differing opinions on the approach to reducing weight, the conversation is ongoing, with the aim of finding a balanced solution. Balancing performance, safety, and sustainability is a complex task, but the conversation is ongoing. So, what do you think? How can Formula One effectively tackle the challenge of reducing car weight without compromising the sport's core principles? Let us know in the comments section below. And as always, don't forget to like and subscribe for more Formula One content.